Now, here I am in the God Wars dungeon, in the area where the Avianses are. I'm gonna go over your equipment that you need really quick. Uh, okay, the most important thing about the God Wars dungeon is that you need items from all of the gods. The only one that could be an exception here is Bandos, because it's not completely required to have a Bandos item because you're not near any Bandos uh, minions or whatever. So if you don't have Bandos boots, then it's not completely necessary, but recommended if you do have the money for them. Uh, an armadillo item, such as an armadillo helmet, or any of the armadillo plate skirt or plate body. If you don't have enough money for armadillo armor, then you can do the Temple of Ikoth quest. It's really easy, really short quest, and you can get a armadillo pendant from it, which you can use as your armadillo item. For your Zamorak and Ceradomin item, you will need it could be a blessed dragonhide item such as the Zamorak Van Braces, or you could use a Zamorak or Ceradomin shield. Uh, but I recommend a granite shield because it has the best defense against range. Either that or a obsidian shield. My items are just a armadillo helmet, black dragon head body, Ceradomin play skirt, Bandos boots, Zamorak Van Braces, and a granite shield. And bolts from Myth. If you can't use broad bolts, if you don't have 55 Slayer, use Mithril bolts. But if you do have 55 Slayer, use broad bolts. It's really not needed that any higher than that. Okay, so your inventory should basically all you need is a medium level food such as lobster. You don't need to bring sharks or monkfish or anything too expensive like that, because you're gonna get rid of it soon. It really doesn't even matter. Uh, Also, you need bones to peaches if you are planning to stay there for longer than 20 minutes, because once you run out of food, you would have to bank at the Warriors Guild and have to run all the way back to the dungeon, and that would waste a lot of time and slow down the money making a huge amount. So bring bones to peaches tabs and collect bones as I'm doing as you start to lose your food. Um, and then once you get a full inventory of bones, use your bones to peaches. Uh, Also, you need high alchemy runes, so nature runes and fire runes, or a fire staff. I don't recommend a fire staff though, because if you bring a fire staff, there's a chance that you can equip it, which will unequip your crossbow, and there's always that possibility of you alching your crossbow, and that would just be incredibly frustrating. Uh, Also, okay, no, that's all you need for your inventory. Really basic, really simple. Now, what you're gonna want to pick up, which I just picked up, was adamant bars. They drop adamant bars about 1 in 4 kills, uh, and they drop them noted in a quantity of 4 per drop. Uh, I've gotten luckier than that. I've killed 521 Avianses, and I've gotten 604 bars. So it should be like a 1 kill to 1 bar ratio, more or less, depending on how lucky you are. Alright, let me finish killing this guy. Also, what you need to know, or what you also need to pick up, is rune daggers and rune crossbow limbs, because they drop those very frequently, and that's why you need your alch runes, because as you see here, I have a pile of 250k, and that's all from alching runes. Alright, see, here's a rune dagger right here. All from alching rune daggers and rune limbs. Okay, so some things to note about this. You're gonna want to stay uh, in areas where there are other monsters such as vampires and uh, Gorax, like this guy right here, because they will help you fight the Avianti, and the killing will be very quick. Um, Also, some really good sides to this method are very fast range XP. I came here at 268 XP to my next level, and now I'm 147. So I've made over 100k experience just by ranging these for a few hours. Um, okay, if you want to see the profit that you get from your stay here at Avianses, each bar is worth about 3k. So you make a huge profit here. Um, from the blood runes I picked up, I've gotten 30k. From the adamant bars I picked up, I've gotten 1.9 mil. And from the coins I've valved, I've gotten 259k. And that's a total of 2.2 mil. And that is a, huge profit. I've used about 800 bolts so far. Uh, okay, if you're a pure, I recommend that you do not come to Aviantes, but you can if you want. You're gonna have to use a different method than Bones to Peaches, because at 1 defense, you will take a lot more damage. So it's suggested that if you're a pure, you have at least 40 prayer, so you can use Protect from Missile Prayer. And you would need to bring monk robes or something with a good prayer bonus to help you stay here for a long time, such as this person right here, and they're using Protect from Range. And they have all of this gear, such as an Unholy Book, a God Mitcher, and a Holy Symbol. So you need that equipment if you're a pure. And the recommended stats that I suggest for coming to Avianses is at least 70 range, and at least 70 defense. If you have only 70 to range, I suggest about 75 defense. If you have 75 range, then you can have lower defense, such as 70. The ideal would be 75, 75, or 80 range and 75 defense. Because if you don't have high defense, they will hit you really often, and you'll end up using more peaches than you can kill Avianses. Okay. Also, a thing to note: if you get drops such as expensive herbs like Renar, I suggest you don't pick them up unless it's near the end of your trip, because they take up a lot of inventory space and will make your amount of peaches less every time you use Bones to Peaches, because if you have Renars filling up your inventory, then you'll get less and less peaches, and you'll make less of a profit, I believe. So only pick those up if it's near the end of your trip. So that is basically it to my Avianses guide. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section and I will answer them. Please make sure you rate 5 stars and subscribe to my channel. Any questions, comments, post them in the comment section or send them to me in my inbox. Thanks, bye.